Moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Houston Texans. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On second and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. First down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school, and now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 24 yards. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He finds finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and now it's second down. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But a throw with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Average roll.
On the toss, it's Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third, Goff. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Switch. Motion.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
You. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it second down and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is Brown. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
No. Show it up.
On 1st down, Johnson. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Watch the ship.
Here's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey,
From the red zone now, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Well, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. Go, 12, go. Back 55.
Now a first down throw, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again is gone. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Goff throwing again. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 71 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Watson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Keke Coutee, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check the card. Mike, 54.
Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Switch. Check. Kill. Check. Watch safety creep. Whoa. He's creeping. Shift. Watch the shift.
Gurley again here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Cut. 120. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Gurley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter.
180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hold on. Check. Kill. Turn up.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
41 Mike. Hey, kill. 41's the Mike.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. Open man right side is cut, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, that's good. Hey, one set. Check Mike. 54.
To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check three. Watch the eye.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Come to
on fourth down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
61, matchbox lights.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And an alley to run. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've